last day of their lives, they promised each other a future filled with romance and hope and happiness. Right? They vowed to love, cherish, and honor one another all the days of their lives. I think that's the way it goes. Well, the ink isn't even dry on the marriage license, and these newlyweds are ready to call it quits. Some as short as only 4 months. What's most unbelievable are the problems that are tearing these young couples apart.
I love my husband very much, and I'll do anything to help save our marriage. He means everything to me.
I was bored in my marriage with my wife, and I found a mistress, and now she's pregnant, and I'm torn between the two of them. I don't know what to do.
My husband and I were as one. We were meant to be together. I can't imagine being with anybody else but him. I love him.
I feel my marriage was a mistake. I found my wife isn't the one for me. I've had several different affairs. I currently have a girlfriend. I feel my marriage is over and I want a divorce.
I love my husband, and I know that me and my daughter can have a perfect life together with him. Not do anything to get back with him.
I think I was tricked into this marriage. I don't think that my wife's baby is mine. Maybe a paternity test would save this marriage.
I do everything in the world for my husband. I watch the kids, I clean the house. I do not know what he expects out of me.
My wife is lazy. She doesn't keep a clean house. If I trip over one more piece of dirty laundry, I want a divorce.
Are we talking about the same marriage? I know there's a saying that opposites attract. I don't think that's what anybody had in mind. Now, those are some of the shocking reasons that our newlyweds are ready to throw in the towel after such a short marriage. Some of them are valid, some of them are not. We're going to let you decide some of the reasons. The husband on the screen who said he believes his wife tricked him into marriage with a baby is going to find out the truth, because we have our paternity expert, Alan Gelb, on hand, and he's going to give him a DNA test. And by the end of the program, we'll be able to find out whether or not he was tricked into marriage. Alan Gelb will have the results of the paternity test. This is Christy. You just saw Christy. Now, is this a valid reason to say it's over? You've been married how long?
About 9 months.
Okay. There's already trouble in paradise. Her husband's name is Shane. He told us that he was bored with married life.
Yeah.
Okay. When did he start getting bored with married life?
When he met Lisa.
A co-worker named Lisa. So he is having an admitted affair with Lisa, the co-worker. And Lisa is now pregnant with Shane's baby.
Yes.
Now, that's horrible enough. Christy is unable to have children of her own with Shane. But even so, Christy decided to try and save her marriage to him, which is why she's coming on the show today, right?
Yes.
3 minutes before we started this show, Shane told our producer that he spent last night in the arms of his pregnant mistress, Lisa.
Yeah. I already knew that.
Did you feel it?
Yeah.
You felt that it was so?
Yeah.
Christy, I want to let everyone know that Shane and Lisa are waiting backstage, and they'll be out in a moment or two. Tell us how you found out about their affair.
Well, that's what was really weird. I had a dream one night, and I woke up the next morning, and the name Lisa was in my head. And well, I'd asked Shane, I was like, well, who's Lisa, you know? And he's like, well, I know a lot of Lisas. And I was like, oh, okay, so, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't suspect he was having an affair, cheating on me, anything.
Anything?
Nothing. We never fought, never argued. We had a good marriage. I mean, I don't know. And then a little while later, I got a gut feeling, you know, and I followed through on it, and that's when I found him with her.
How did you find him with her?
Well, I followed him home from work, or I followed him to her house one day after work.
And what did you see?
All I seen was him kiss her. It wasn't a passionate kiss. It was just like a peck on the lips. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. I couldn't cry. I couldn't laugh. I couldn't, you know, think of anything at the time. I was too much in shock that he was with another woman.
How long ago was that?
When I caught him?
Yeah.
October 26th.
So you've known about it for a few months. Okay. Did he stay with you, or has he been staying with her?
He came back to me on December 17th. the day before, mine and her birthday.
You have the same birthday?
We have the same birthday.
Must like that sign, right?
It's a good sign.
How do you feel about this?
Hurt, angry, upset,
What-
devastated.
What do you want to do?
I just want my husband back. I know.
You're talking about somebody who, in the first year of marriage, has cheated on you and gotten another woman pregnant?
Yeah.
Chris, can I ask why you want him back?
Because our marriage wasn't bad. He'll tell you the same thing. We did not have a bad marriage.
How do you define a good marriage? What's a good marriage?
A good marriage, trust.
Trust?
Yes, I know. I know.
All right. This man has cheated on you. How could you possibly ever trust him again?
That's going to be hard. That would be hard.
It would be hard. Then how could you have a good marriage?
Well, we both have to work on it.
Okay. How can you work on it when he's out running around with her?
I can't.
How does that make you feel?
Like, hurt. I want to try to work on it, but I don't know if he wants to, if he really wants it over.
I'm going to ask him. Let's bring out Shane and Mistress Lisa. You and Christy are newlyweds. How did the affair happen in the first place?
Well, I don't know. The affair happened because I can't go out and do anything with Christy. I'm bored with her, basically. I mean, I'm sure that's bad to say, but bored, yeah, bored, because, I mean, I can't go out and do anything with her. She wants to stay home and watch TV all the time, order a pizza and a movie.
I don't want to do that.
Well,
that
you don't make,
sucks. I hate doing that.
You don't make no effort to
Well,
go out and do
neither do
anything. I go out every Friday night.
So you want to go out. What do you do to have fun? What's fun?
Just go hang out, be able to talk and converse with friends, go to a bar and be able...
Why do you need a mistress for that?
What has she got to do with anything? She didn't get involved in that until after... Why?
Yes. Why did you get married?
At the beginning, it seemed all good, you know. Everything
It is
was
the beginning.
great.
It's only 9 months.
Yeah, I know, but if it's like this now, what's it going to be like in...
Lisa.
What?
Lisa, are you pregnant?
Yes, I am.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
When you got involved with Shane,
It's his baby too.
Did you know he was a married man?
Yes.
How did you know he was married?
It didn't start out like that. We partied, we went out to the bar, we talked. I mean, it wasn't like we jumped into bed, you know. You're gonna tell me not one of you guys have ever had a one-night stand or anything like that. You're all that. More power to you then. You're a better person than I am, I guess.
Can I ask an obvious question? Did you two use protection?
No.
Why?
Yeah, we did. No, we didn't.
Why?
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I wasn't worried about it, and neither was he.
Yeah.
I got one.
Shane, you feel this is obviously
full now, ain't it?
this is obviously a lady of loose morals. Did you feel you should sleep with women like that? You don't know about getting a disease? No, I'm without using protection. I'm not questioning your morals. I'm questioning your stupidity. Next question. Have you been dumb enough to sleep with him since he has slept with women without using protection?
Yes.
we've got some really bright people up here on the stage. First of all,
what are you laughing about? You slept
very...
with someone without a condom?
How do you know?
Because I just know by looking at you. You're down here acting like you're a saint or something. You ain't.
Little Miss Tramp over there, who's sleeping with somebody else's husband, go find somebody who's not married, because you're not helping his situation.
You won't be married, right?
You're a little tramp and a homewrecker, and you deserve to have nobody.
Think what you want.
How
I care.
I know you don't care. That's quite obvious.
Who are you to me? Do I have to deal with you on a daily basis?
What?
I ain't got to deal with you on a daily basis. Why do I care what you think?
Because if I was her,
I ain't here to impress you.
I would shoot you.
It ain't around her. It's on the back of the couch, thank you. I don't see it touching her.
Do you think he's gonna get bored with you?
No, I'm not a boring person. We'll see.
Christy,
We'll see.
you are sitting here. You're sitting here face to face with Lisa, who may or may not be pregnant with your husband's child. Is there anything you would like to ask her or to say to her?
Just don't see how you could do this.
She didn't do it. Why you
Shane, the two women are talking.
It wasn't just me.
I know that, but don't you value a wedding vow? I mean, don't you someday hope to get married? And what would you do?
Yeah,
if this
but you know what?
happened to you?
I didn't take your vows, he did.
Yes, I know.
And when I get married, I will respect my vows. I didn't take them. For one, I would never marry somebody after knowing him for only 5 months. That's crazy. You don't know him well enough to even know if you want to spend the rest of your life with him. I can't figure out how you even want to deal with this whole thing, because if he wants to stay with you, you're going to have to deal with me for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not.
That's a choice I have to make.
Can you do that? You can do that.
So far.
For the rest of your life, you're going to look at my kid and you're just like, damn, what a bitch.
I wouldn't say that about
come
your
on.
child.
Come on. It's not going to kick you in the teeth every time you see that baby.
It would kick me in the teeth seeing you, not the child.
And you're never going to have to see me.
Not the child's fault.
You never have to see me.
Oh, no, I know I'd have to see you.
And you could deal with that. I guess, I don't know, I couldn't.
Christy, why would you stay with us?
He came back to me until she found out she was pregnant. He got in bed with me on December 17th and said, this feels right.
She's pregnant. She's pregnant.
Where am I going to take it? This one?
I think there's an important question that has to be asked. Shane, which woman do you want to be with? Do you want to be with Christy or you want to be with
If I got to make a definite decision right now, I'd have to be with Lisa. Because there's an innocent child involved here. What about her? She's old enough to make her own decision. She should, after she found out, she should have threw me out of the house to begin with.
We'll be right back. He's filming bras and underwear. He went upstairs and brought down bras and underpants that he said did not belong to you. They belong to someone else. This is Anna. Anna is a newlywed, and her husband Ryan is waiting backstage. Now, let me tell you what happened yesterday with Anna. Anna was afraid to come here today. As a matter of fact, just moments before the taping, she thought of turning around and going home. Why? Anna is in pain, and she's afraid of saying the wrong things and jeopardizing her marriage. Anna, I want to tell you that if you speak directly and from your heart, you cannot say the wrong things. And I think the reason you're feeling the pain is because your husband has been cheating on you. Now, currently has more than one girlfriend. Before we talk about that, tell us how the relationship with Ryan began.
We were high school sweethearts. We dated for over 3 years. We moved to Florida with his parents, and we found out that we found out that I was pregnant, and he was happy. I mean, we were both happy. We weren't going to get married anyhow. He knows it.
So you got married.
So we got married, and it started getting bad because I felt fat, and
right.
I didn't feel good about myself, and he just didn't wait to give me a chance.
What was his reaction to the pregnancy?
He was excited.
He was excited.
He was excited.
And he asked you to marry him, right?
Well, we both discussed about it, and we decided to do it together.
Now, there's something I don't understand. He told us he only expected the marriage to last a year. Can you explain to me why anybody would get married and take those vows, till death do us part, if they didn't plan on dying within the year?
Well, it was because we were throwing options around because he had to go to school.
What happened this past Christmas?
We got in an argument, and I don't even remember what we argued about, and he said that he'd been with other people and told me, and I didn't believe him.
And what happened?
He showed me bras and underwear.
Bras and underwear.
What?
He went upstairs and brought down bras and underpants that he said did not belong to you. They belong to someone else. Now, what do you want to tell Ryan when he comes out?
I want to tell him I love him.
You want to tell him you love him?
And just to give me one more chance.
Let's bring Ryan out and listen to how he feels as a newlywed. Ryan, come on out. I think we're wondering, why did you get married?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to explain. See, I was 17 years old. I moved down to Florida, and she knew I was leaving. Anna was currently on the pill. And when I moved down to Florida, she gives me a call and says she's pregnant while she's on the pill.
Ryan, you liar! I can't believe you're doing that.
Anyway.
You know, we were
So she comes down to Florida, and things were working out real well with her. So she moved back up home to Ohio.
Why are you changing the whole story?
Anyway, so you know, I wanted to be with my kid. I wanted to be with my kid. I wanted to see my child. And I had to be. I was a senior in high school. I wanted to enroll in high school. You know, I wasn't going to just drop out because of my child. So you know, we talked about it. We talked things over. You know, the only way that I could get into high school was to get married. Believe me, I went through everything. And Anna's the one that said, you know, let's just get married, and then after high school, we'll get a divorce. We got married on the wrong terms. I think marriage is sacred, and I think marriage is something that I shouldn't have. It was the dumbest thing in the world. I kick myself every day. I can't believe I'm young. I can't. I feel like a 40-year-old man. I go home because I'm married. I'm 18 years old, and I was married for the wrong reason. I didn't want to be with this girl.
I don't understand. The state of Florida will only allow you to attend high school if you're married?
No, she lived in Ohio. I had to go back to Ohio.
The state of Ohio will only allow you to attend
high school? If you're 17, I couldn't enroll in high school because my parents lived in Florida, and I had nobody there to enroll me in high school.
Why do you make it sound like that? He asked me to go to Florida with him. He said, I'm not going.
Yeah, I said, come down to Florida with me because you're pregnant. And
no, I wasn't. You know that is not true.
She gets crazy, and you guys don't even know. I'm serious. I'm not the bad. I've done bad things, and I agree. I didn't cheat on her until I moved out of her house. I mean, it's not like I went up to...
He didn't even find out I was pregnant until we were down in Florida. His parents took... You know that's true. Why are you saying you're lying?
I'm a little confused over the underwear story.
Right. I was at my apartment. She didn't live with me. right? And I said, look, Ann, I'm going to be frank with you. I mean, I'm trying to tell her it's over because we agreed to get a divorce after high school. So I could get out of high school.
Yeah.
Ryan, stop lying. Everything you said is a lie, Ryan.
That's just me.
All right. You were married to her and you were saving a collection of girls' underwear? Why?
I did not live with her.
Why are you saving people's underwear?
Trophy.
What?
I don't know.
A trophy!
Am I the only guy that's ever done that? Am I the only other guy that's ever done that? And it was one girl's underwear.
She says you told her
one
you
girl's
slept with
underwear.
7 girlfriends.
Yeah, but I didn't get all their underwear. That was one girl.
How much of this girl's underwear do you have?
I just had a pair and a bra. That's all I had.
But you were sleeping with 7 women?
Not at the same time. Yeah, I did.
Please, I love you.
Look, I think.
Being an actor.
Just listen. I think that you're a great girl. I think you're very, very beautiful. I think you deserve a lot better than me. I'm a dog. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I made Anna promise. Anna, I promised you that I would give you the opportunity to speak from your heart and tell your husband what you're feeling. That's what you asked me for. That's what I'm doing. Go ahead.
Please give me one more chance. Don't do this. Please, baby. Please. No, honey, please.
Okay.
Please give me a chance. Please try to work things out with me.
She is, in our mind, begging you. What do you say to her?
I'm 18 years old. I found the wrong girl. I'm not going to stay with the wrong girl for the rest of my life and be miserable. Why should I be miserable? Why should I be miserable?
We'll be right back.
I don't understand.
A week ago, he picked up a,
Just take it easy, okay? He picked up a paddle.
Well, not actually a paddle. It's a 5-gallon paint stick.
All right.
And hit me across the back and left a bruise.
Talking to couples who've been married less than a year, and yet they're on the verge of divorce. I guess the honeymoon certainly is over. Say hello to Terry. She and her newlywed husband, Ricky, have been married 9 months, and she's wondering at this point if the marriage can survive. Here are some of the problems. 1, he has a violent temper. 2, he is constantly throwing things at her. 3, he refuses to allow her to have friends and let her leave the house. Ricky is backstage and will join us in a minute, but Terry, it sounds to me, from all the controlling husband show that I have done, that that's what the problem is. When did the problem start?
It started when we started dating. And we dated 7 months. We fought a lot, so we split up.
Yes?
I started dating somebody else. And we went to the bar that we always go to, and we was there maybe 2 minutes, and he came up and started telling the guy I was pregnant with this baby.
Were you?
No, I was never pregnant with this baby. And he started calling me a slut and poking me in the chest and face. And then
Shouldn't you have run as fast as you can from that kind of a person?
Yeah, but
sounds a bit deranged.
I wasn't gonna let him call me that, so I stood up and I was gonna hit him.
That's nice.
and he balled up his fist and punched me before I could do it and fractured my nose and bruised my eye. And so they had him out of there before I raised up off the table. And I went to the emergency room and filed charges, but he's never to this day been picked up. And I've taken him down there personally, and they still won't do nothing about it.
This is before you were married?
This is before we
Why
was
did you,
married.
I guess they're not doing anything about it, darling, because you married him. Why did you marry him if he broke your nose? A man who'll hit like that is somebody who's going to hit like that. Unless, why did you marry him?
We talked it out. We had a long talk. He said he wouldn't do it again. So we got married, and a week ago he picked up a
Just take it easy, okay? He picked up a what? Let me help you. He picked up a paddle?
Well, not actually a paddle. It's a 5-gallon paint stick.
Right.
And hit me across the back and left a bruise.
He said he did this because the children were making noise, right? Okay.
Yeah.
There's the... Okay. Did the children see this?
Yes.
The children saw this. Tell me about...
It scared him bad.
Scared him?
My little boy.
It scared the child
because,
bad, I would think. Okay.
His
So
dad,
now we have a man who's broken your nose before he got married. After you got married, he's hit you with that in front of the children. I understand the beginning of the marriage, he did not want you to work.
he thought it'd be cheaper that I didn't work because childcare was so high. But he wouldn't help me get what I needed either. He wouldn't give me money to, I'd always have to depend on my mom. Unless we got in a big old fight, then he'd give me the money, but I'd have to fight with him first. I won't have sex with him for the simple fact the way he treats me, because it's been 3 weeks, and when I say no, he automatically gets in a fight with me. I guess he's frustrated by now. But I'll say no, and he literally kicks me out of bed with his feet or those things, stomps through the house, and I just don't want my kids around it.
Last night you were at dinner with one of our producers and you told her your husband has 2 nicknames for you. What are they?
He calls me a bitch and a face.
Your child sees that.
Yeah, he don't care.
He doesn't?
He don't care.
Let's bring Ricky out and hear what's going on with him. What is the problem?
I was just coming home every day to a filthy house, clothes piled up all over the floor. I wash
watch 3
dishes.
kids and come home to a clean house.
A baby.
A
One baby
baby.
all day long.
I have a 4-year-old, my nephew.
And you can leave, and I'll be at home. I can wash the baby, cook dinner, get my shower, and put the baby to sleep before 9 o'clock. Yeah. Sure can.
And so that's the major...
It's not like that.
All right, what is the reason for calling anybody names in front of a child?
Huh?
Yeah,
I haven't
why
called
call
her
anybody
names
a
since
name,
we've
period?
been married. That's what all when we was dating and lived together.
You were lying.
I did do it. I ain't called you no names since we've been
Oh my
married.
God.
Not one time. Not since we've been married.
You have not ever called her a name?
Not since we've been married. I did. The
She
2
is
names
lying.
were true before
She
we was
is
dating.
lying.
When we were dating, I called her them names.
Ricky, I don't even. Why would I make up face when I don't even like them?
When we was dating, I did say that several times.
Have you said she was fat?
No, I told her I don't care about her weight.
Why you lie?
I don't.
You told, ask the producer.
The weight don't bother me. She says the weight is the reason we don't have sex.
Because
said,
you
well,
say I have too many roles.
No,
Listen,
I don't.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever hit her?
Yeah, back when we were dating. we
What's
got in
my
a fight.
back?
Oh, I was aiming for her butt. I did not mean to hit her on the
Still, you don't paint me.
That was the bad was,
What
I
do you
felt bad
mean-
about it, and I apologized for it, and I did not
What do you
mean to
mean
do
you
it.
didn't mean to hit her?
He
What is
picked me
that
up by my
welt?
arm,
I
swung
grabbed
me
her by her
around,
arm, I was
and
going to
hit
hit her
me.
on the butt.
Like a kid.
And she
Like
dropped,
a
and it
kid.
hit her back, bare skin. And it was just a flick of the wrist. It wasn't a right field swing. It was not.
Terry, turn to him and tell him what's wrong. You're newlyweds. Tell him what's wrong.
I think that your temper needs to either slow down for me, both my kids, because you know how I've been in a relationship with, and he's not mentally fit for all this, and neither am I. And if you don't stop, I'm leaving.
We'll be right back.
You are the Five. Get off my stage.
Please meet Danielle. She hasn't even celebrated her one-year wedding anniversary, and she and her husband are currently separated. By the way, they live in different states, and you haven't seen each other in 2.5 months. Is that correct? Danielle's husband, George, is backstage, and he'll be here in a minute. When did the problems in the marriage first begin?
It started after I had the baby.
What happened then?
I ended up having the temper of my dad and being real selfish, jealous, and got onto him about every little big thing. And then we moved to Texas to try to work things out. And we ended up in some more problems.
What kind of problems?
His stepmom got involved in the situation when she shouldn't have. And I ended up leaving him because of it.
The main problem seems to be that he is denying that the baby is really his.
Yes.
This is something that most women know. Is he the father of your child?
Yes, he is. I know the reason why he's denying it.
Why is he denying that the child is his?
Because at the beginning of the marriage, I kept on asking him over and over if he believed that the baby was his. Because I ended up at the beginning of the month.
Being what?
At the beginning of the month, I ended up having sex with another person.
Let's hear what George has to say, okay? George, come on out. Let's talk about the child that isn't yours. This is the first time in 2 months you've been seeing your wife, Danielle. You said a big problem in the marriage is that you believe you were tricked into it because the child is not yours. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I got to tell you something. You've not taken any tests. We're going to do that today. But my gut is when a woman says it's somebody's baby, a woman usually knows. Okay? Jennifer says that she was once in the shoes of some of the women, not you, Lisa, on the stage today. She was married 4 short months ago. Now, there's a difference in her story. What is the difference in your story?
The difference is that the evening that my husband came home to tell me that he had been with another woman, it took me no more than 2 minutes to tell him to leave. Once there is physical violence, one time, you can't negate it, you can't minimalize it, it's not going to go away. You have to take yourself out of that equation. You have to escape from him. I mean, I know that's really a harsh word, but that's what you have to do.
Do you regret having been a newlywed and when the minute he said he cheated, you left? Do you regret that?
Do I regret that I told him to leave?
Yeah, do you?
Absolutely not.
Good for you.
You know what?
I'm now going to ask Alan Gelb to join us, and Danielle and George, you can go to the paternity testing centers and he can administer a DNA, and we'll have the results at the end of the program.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Before I introduce our special guest, Lisa, you are, yes, pregnant. I think it makes it even worse, but just to let you know that that's true, Lisa is pregnant. She took a pregnancy test. Please say hello to our good friend and relationship expert, Dr. Gilda Carl. How are you? Christy has gone to the ladies' room, and I don't know if she's she's not gonna come back. That's her decision. Okay. Normally the first year of marriage should be bliss. Would you like to talk to those two? Lisa, who knew the man was married and slept with him anyhow and got pregnant, my idea on poipus, because she knows what birth control is, and
First of all, we all know what goes around comes around. You think you have cheats with you, he's going to cheat on you. So you better watch yourself. But, you know, something really, really, really breaks my heart. Dating is where we practice our marriage to be, right? So...
We wasn't practicing in marriage when we were dating.
Well, let's practice getting a divorce then.
Woman walk out of here until I am convinced that she's going to stick with her backbone. I would recommend her husband, she told me that her husband said that he would abide by what I say today. I would recommend that the two of you separate for a period of time and you get yourself a backbone, and then you decide whether or not you want this man in your life.
We'll be right back.
You are the Five. Get off my stage.
This is unbelievable. What are you doing with all those underwear? Excuse me, do you wear them? If you are, you know what, he is absolutely right. He is absolutely too young to be married.
I'm not mature enough, I'm not.
If he's looking for underwear as trophies, rather than for a wife as a trophy, and to give her respect, then he doesn't deserve anybody as kind as this woman. Now, wait. You know what? It's okay. You made a mistake. You were young. Get on with your life. He is not for you.
See, that's our problem.
This is unbelievable.
That's our problem. I feel bad about everybody. Look.
Wait. Come here.
I'd ended this before we were ever married, but I feel bad.
Get up. Do you have 2 feet?
As soon as he cries, sorry.
Do you have 2 feet? Do you have 2 feet? Do you have 2 feet, honey? You know your 2 feet were meant for you to walk on them. Okay? Walk out of here. Walk out of this. You know,
That's
You
a
know,
good
there's
symbol.
a big difference
Very good
between
symbol.
love and obsession. I mean, even Calvin Klein can't tell the difference.
Yes.
But there's a really big difference between these two. And she is now obsessed with this man, and you cannot have a marriage unless there are two people who are honestly committed to one another, right?
We'll be right back. Well, we've taken our DNA, and now we know the results. Shane and Lisa, I think, in a way, deserve each other. And Christy will live to love again, I hope. There's one lesson to be learned on today's program. I think it's pretty important to get to know that partner before you say, I do. Time to find out the results of the paternity test.